Existence Brewing.
Okay, Cosmic Kiddos, it's time for another Existence Brewing download.
This one I've been sitting on for a little while here, and I don't know, it might hit sideways with some people, but remember, it's just a thought. It's just, one packet of information, so it's one possibility among many, but see what you think. And I think I was contemplating relationships and the notion that relationships fail, that we have breakups of relationships, and not just of romantic relationships between, partners of that sense, but we have, business partnerships that sour, or we have family relationships that, you become estranged from each other, or, there's all different kinds. So this is not the Greg Kinn band. This is not just the breakup song. This is, talking about all relationships. And what I wrote was relationships are like seasons. They run their course. And why we humans must feel the need to foist our fears of transition and change into something which isn't meant to be forever in the first place is truly astounding when you really think about it. Everything that happens is forever, no matter how long it lasts or takes. So within, it's not meant to last forever. It will last forever because it has been. And so anything that has been, and for that matter, can be or could be, it is somewhere. I mean, even the possibilities or probabilities are real to an extent. And so they're timeless. Just because they've happened or could happen, they're eternal. But relationships very often are not meant to span these distances. And some people, they have seemingly more flexible attitudes about relationships. They can say, well, all right, I was with so-and-so for a while, and it's usually a romantic situation, but not always. Sometimes it's friends. Sometimes, again, it's, other things. But some people are able to do that. Well, I hung out with them for a few years, and then, it just ran its course. We went different ways, and then so now I hang out with these people, and, that's doing fine. But some people really fight it. Some people really feel like these relationships that they forge are supposed to, there's something written somewhere that says this has to be a Hallmark Channel moment that reruns every single day for years and years and years until the end of time. So it was just, I think it was a quick reminder just about how you need to allow things to run their course. And when it's obvious, when it becomes clear that things have run their course with a person and with what you each mean to each other and what you have to give to each other, let it go. That there's not anything wrong with that necessarily. But it could also be, leftover catharsis from my marriage too, because I was definitely the one that recognized we are at a significant crossroads here and we want different things, and that's okay. Relationships are like anything. Just like I said, they're like the seasons. They run their course, and you got to make way for a new season. But to try to stick yourself in the same one isn't going to work, because if you're ready to burst out for spring and it's still winter and you insist on it staying that way, you're going to freeze your nuts off. And sometimes we get into situations that do last for the rest of our natural lives, what we call our natural lives here. Great. Maybe they'll carry over into the next incarnation. Maybe they won't. I'm, in a relationship in that way now with somebody that I'm certain I've crossed paths with many times before. And it's great to run across them again. But it doesn't mean that we're attached to the hip in every incarnation that we ever have been, because those pockets of existence, those pockets of expression run their course, and we've let them. And now we're back at it again in some other new way. So I think we need to ease up on ourselves, because I think that's, at the end of the day, what we're doing. We're being hard on ourselves. But anyway, just something I wrote down.
We hope this download brewed up something for your existence. To find more, and for full episodes of Existence Brewing, check out the podcasts at existencebrewing.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts online.
Existence Brewing.